Thailand's Prime Minister has authorised a new, broader set of COVID controls that take effect from today, Monday. That will see customers continue to be allowed to dine in eateries under strict conditions, and all according to the Royal Gazette, which is the only source of changes to national laws that is legitimate. The 28 so-called red or danger zones, which include Bangkok and our own province, are warned that any location that could see crowding is to remain closed, such as school buildings, meeting and seminar centres, and what appears to be food handouts, which we can't at this point confirm. But in any case, any form of food handout does need to be approved from local city halls for sure. Provincial governors have the final say on the closures of pubs and bars, along with the choice as to whether or not alcohol can be sold to customers in eateries. In the capital at least, alcohol is not allowed to be sold in eateries. A weird word, I know. However, we've been using it throughout the year, as the Thai word Rana Han covers everything from a mom-and-pop food cafe with plastic seats through to a five-star diner, and it's a word that's now been adopted by other media. According to the announcement, shopping malls, department stores, convenience stores, supermarkets and other similar places are still allowed to operate, but with strict anti-COVID measures. Whilst there's currently no blanket ban on travelling to other provinces, currently authorities will screen people who travel, particularly from red zone provinces, and in many instances drivers must show a good reason for their journey. You'll note that currently numerous Thais are en route back to their workplaces after the New Year break, and once that's over, well, we may see more changes on travel regulations. In our own province, the Governor is still mooting the choice of a complete on-site alcohol ban, and we expect a complete list of announcements from Chonburi today. Yesterday's COVID count is sadly incorrect, as after the government spokesman announced a total of 315 new cases nationally, Samut Sakhon reported 541 new cases, which will be included in the numbers today. That, though, means that on Sunday, a total of 856 cases were reported. Worst hit, Samut Sakhon aside, at Chantaburi was 68, our own province with 62 and Rayong with 43. Those three provinces adjoin each other, and the Ministry of Health was reported at the weekend to be asking the COVID committee to enforce a lockdown on all three. To date, that is not in effect. Driver licence testing and training in departments of land transport around the nation is to be halted as of today. Applying for replacement licences and road tax purchase is still available at most, but opening times may change. Best to check ahead before going. Meanwhile at home, and as we were warned, police were out and about at the weekend looking for bars which opened illegally despite the blanket ban. In Khao Noi, a sports bar was found open and serving. In other areas, we're told some 6 others too. All face massive fines, and customers can be fined too. This is not a drill, and it's not a competition to see who can get away with it either. Thais and non-Thais broke the law, but it's sad to see some non-Thais flaunting the ban, which most adhere to despite the economic damage. An announcement is expected from both our City Hall and provincial authorities today regarding changes to anti-COVID regulations. Already road checks are in place for those entering the region, which will see drivers and passengers temperature tested. This also means that a vehicle must have enough masks for all people inside. For most of us that's obvious, but it seems many overlooked the obvious at the weekend. And reports this morning that Koh Larn, the island just off Pattaya, will be put into lockdown from tomorrow. All resorts, we're told, are being told to clear their guests today, and only local people allowed to remain, with a curfew from 10 in the evening until 5 in the morning. That's yet to be confirmed. As many eateries here work to set up home delivery programs for food ahead of any potential shutdowns, so the good news is that all have imposed strict COVID conditions and still welcome customers. There's no lockdown in the region, no curfew, no ban on going on the beaches, and no ban of off-sales of alcohol. And whilst we can expect changes, if everyone pulls together, we can get through this quicker and without any more spike in numbers. And with a reminder, mitts, masks and meters, do wear a mask, do wash your hands and do keep social distancing. And the Met Office promising highs today of 32, dropping down to 21 and a partially sunny day. That is the local and national news from Fab FM. For videos and of course to keep up with Fabulous Pattaya, visit alwayspattaya.com.